Right.
Did we get the challenge thing for her?
No.
No, okay.
I'm shouting. What's this one?
Back to the start.
Okay, so there's things we haven't done.
Yes.
Was it here?
Oh, yeah, here. There's something we haven't done here. Notes. There's
And
one thing.
The entrance. We did the entrance?
Yeah, we did the entrance.
So we've clicked some...
It's the base of a gigantic tree, and it's sitting in the very heart of the swamp. Was this entire place built around it?
Oh, there's a new person.
That's why it's called Protest.
Oh, that's weird that it's called Protest before that.
Yeah.
Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait.
What haven't we clicked?
Can you click on that leaf again and see if that does anything?
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the... Looks like this path leads... I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here. And I'm impressed someone would want to.
That reminds me
That's
of that.
amazing, yeah.
Don't they look similar?
That's the best thing I've seen in ages. Dumb little face.
Padlock a tent.
It's a colorful, boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul.
He is.
It should open if I set the right number.
Numbers. I'm guessing we need to know a number.
Yeah.
Don't remember any.
It's Echo's tent. I
Who's
think
Echo?
he's been here for a
thing is
while.
the
Okay, let's
protest
talk to
man.
the protest man and see.
Maybe he knows
Tell
the
us any
padlock.
numbers, yeah.
Ah, you've
Oh,
arrived at
I
a
like his
bad
voice.
time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at
Stop
your
swamping the
service.
swamp.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Why? Because you're a good swimmer?
Like Echo the Dolphin, the game.
I don't know it.
It's, what yellow shirt guy played at that speed
What,
run
YSG?
thing. Yeah.
Was that a well-known game?
Yeah.
I know of it
Let's-
because of
let's ask him
YSG.
about that.
Why? Because you're a good swimmer?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again. Until my job is done.
Right.
What is his job?
Protesting.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that
Great.
mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it was...
Not thought. Felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace,
Like Boggy.
and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that.
Oh, why did it go black?
He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves
pretty
into his home
intense for
like
a
this on a
second.
daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for
really
those
weird
who were
thing.
getting a raw deal.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
Well, he seems to be
And
really
you're
cost.
sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit
tell us
I
the
may
code to your
have heard
tent.
some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to
So
say.
legal to-
This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
Okay.
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A Boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60
I want to
years
see in
ago.
your tent.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about this costume? Have you seen anyone
Let's see
wearing
your
it?
tent.
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Oh, we can go into the cabin now as well, can't we?
Yeah.
It's up to the left.
See, look there.
Oh,
There's an
yeah.
open window above Remington. One of the curtains is... Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped.
Why not?
This door has
Yes,
two
do a
keyholes.
Mini puzzle game.
Ah, okay.
So, which key should I use in each one?
I guess you have to drag them over. Oh, this is scary. This is cool.
That was a bit difficult.
Oh, this guy is horrible.
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those 3 prongs.
That's what he was killed with.
I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
Well, that's got the liquid sign.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be the weapon.
Well, it's obviously the weapon.
An old hunting rifle, discarded
I
carelessly
bet he
near
was
the window.
hunting out of the window, and someone was like, "Don't hunt." And he like tripped because it was
Tripped
Yes.
out of the window.
yeah, and his poker was just lying there.
This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
Oh, so the protesting guy was like, "Don't hunt," because he was trying to hunt Boggy
Yeah,
from the window.
yeah.
And he tripped and fell out of it because he got afraid.
I solved the
He's
case.
such a
Yeah.
detective.
Yeah, well, that stuff is
Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps
the
and
stuff
notes.
in the mask is the same thing as the curtain.
Yeah. Well, why was he wearing? What was he was dressed up?
Yeah,
He was dressed up as Buggy, trying to hunt Buggy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yep. The only way to
about
attract a
Boggy.
Boggy is to dress like
He was obsessed.
He was obsessed with him.
Yeah.
An ink
Well,
bottle
I'm
spilled into
obsessed
his
with
work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess.
Yeesh.
Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings. Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back.
Oh, numbers.
Vincent Vanderpeer.
Oh, I guess we have to look at it.
It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can.
Sounds quite ominous.
The letter is signed FF.
Do we know anyone
I'm not
who's
sure.
an FF?
And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect.
What?
The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea. It's a letter Remington was writing before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured.
No.
What a tease.
Guessing.
It's a letter Remington, but
What? Can you click on the map thing in the background?
There's a map of the swamp lying on the desk. It's been annotated in a few places.
What does it say?
What's going on in this picture?
It's like Boggy doing a dance.
It's a letter, but
Click on the annotation.
there's a map of the. It's been. There's a map. It's.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
There's a map of the swamp. It's been.
Oh, well, apparently none of those things
Okay,
were
so it
clues.
was a note?
Maybe. In the office.
Or was it?
I don't think it was a suspect.
Oh, cool, so these are the ones that we've unlocked. Did we do his challenge?
No. Because, oh yeah, we must have done, because it's all sparkly.
So it's just Echo and Sally Spears.
And
Lady
Lady
Weybridge.
Weybridge.
But we can show her the...
Yeah, go back to the notes section. What's going on?
Oh, he broke it!
Oh no!
No? Oh,
Oh,
whoa!
there we go.
Don't know what happened there. Okay, what were we
That
doing?
was weird. Going into notes.
Yes!
Oh, we're a
What?
decorous detective.
Oh, I didn't check the ranks before. Sorry, go into where?
Notes.
The notes.
And in the office. Okay, so we only had one note.
We haven't really clicked much, have we?
This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever. This is the. These animals. They're all. They're not.
Okay.
I don't recognize any of them.
They all like strange cryptos
Cryptid, yeah.
who are logical animals.
That's a bull
Yeah, and that one's a lion.
and a cat.
And that one's just
And
an
a rabbit.
eagle with a beard.
A dog with antlers.
Hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing. The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off.
Oh, what about the chair?
This is the creepiest office.
And the stuff on the floor?
Something happened here. There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window.
Why are the desk and the window fighting?
Yeah. Who do you think won? Looks like the desk one because the
Yeah.
window's all like open and the curtains.
But the window managed to leave its mark. A
Yeah.
bottle of ink.
I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now.
And how many other things do we need to find?
Two?
Oh, we got 91% of notes done. Oh, no,
Oh, we didn't. What are we missing then?
We're missing one in the museum, aren't we?
Oh yeah. And the protest. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
we
all?
haven't gone inside the tent of the protest.
Yeah. I don't know what possibly in the museum. We've done everything here, right?
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't leave until I've searched a bit
They
more
were.
thorough.
No, we haven't. We can't
Don't tell me we're gonna get
possibly-
stuck.
This is the creepiest.
Just click on everything.
No way. No way. Is this a werewolf? These animals. Remington's desk is covered in drawing. It's all about an ink bottle spilled into his work. Yeesh. Perhaps this.
I feel
Why
like
did we put everything back?
the thing about the annotations and the fact that there's numbers on that card, like.
Vincent Van. There's a
Whoa,
couple
what
of
happened to
numbers
that picture
scribbled on the
just-
back. Vincent Van. There's.
Can you chuck them completely off the page?
It's entertaining to you.
Yeah.
There's a map of the swamp lying on the desk. It's been annotated in a few places.
It's very nice, but like.
Oh, go back
Oh
to
wait,
the
can I click on the picture?
It's
No.
the rich where
Go
we
back to
sent the
suspect.
letter, and it's some the whole.
Suspects.
Yeah. No, there's nobody called FF. Great.
Ah.
What was that?
I want to know, like, he saw a card. Like, why isn't it a clue? Or is it a note?
No, it's not a note. 'Cause it's just the top thing, isn't it?
The open window looks over the Something happened. There are signs.
Ugh.
This is the creep.
Well, the pictures on the wall.
This is the
These ones.
Yeah.
photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace, but one of the frames is empty.
Ooh.
Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important.
I love puzzle games.
If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret.
Oh, these people's faces are weird. Well, that's Remington there.
Oops. Like the little guy's moustache. Have I done something wrong?
No. I don't think so.
It doesn't quite fit.
Okay, that's weird. Oh, there you go.
This photograph, it's a young Remington and some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Who's Harper? Oh, Harper's the chef, isn't he?
Yeah.
Have I uncovered a secret in
Ooh.
here?
The hunting photo explains why the hunting rifle was a ghost. It's found with the cream sign. No.
That's a ghost.
Remington belonged to it.
But not. I don't think it should be explained why.
Okay, it shouldn't be the reason. It's historical evidence.
Yeah, I guess.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret
How'd
society.
you know it's secret?
I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions.
But
I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
just because he's in a secret society of
Chapter
people with
3.
guns.
Richard Remington's real reasons. That's just a hunting group, isn't it? It's not a secret society. Okay, I guess we can leave the office now. Yay.
So, I want to go to the lady.
Okay. Oh, it's her again. She wasn't there before.
Oh! Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas? Need a little push in the right direction?
No.
She sounds like she's on a bus. It's like really echoey.
Yeah. Do the top one.
Oh,
I don't want her to help us out.
I'm
Tell us
getting
exactly how to
annoyed.
complete the game.
It involves ignoring you.
so rude.
Yeah.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects yet?
Yes.
I'm working on it. You can't rush these things, you know?
I haven't
Have
talked to
you
them about
noticed
everything.
anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to
Think
take
she's
longer
the
than I
murderer.
originally planned. And I'm
Yeah,
getting the
that'd be
feeling
weird.
that I wasn't wrong
It was
about this
Grimoire
tourist
all
attraction.
along.
Not him.
What do you
The
mean?
girl.
Oh.
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense. And it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
Oh, look, Richard Remington's there, I think. But I want to present her with the.
Oh, look at all that stuff's all got drippy stuff on it.
Ugh.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet. And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Oh, plus blue equals green.
Now I know what that liquid consists of.
Daisies and. No, daisies are white. It's the yellow ones, buttercups and blueberries.
I'll write it down in my notes. I found these designs for a boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with
Yeah, you
needlecraft
can make one
and
for
sew
us.
my own
Yeah.
clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it.
Make her.
Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
We can show her that.
You can put that away. I can't help you with it.
Okay. We didn't test any of the other stuff that's dripping with it.
Yeah, but it's all green stuff. Do you want me to.
Yeah, but we know, like, it will tell
Let's
us
see.
if it's swamp juice, the drink or not.
First thing we do is put the sample of liquid in, then tap. And now we just have to.
How is there so much stuff on that fireplace poker?
Fireplace poker.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now I know what. I'll write it down.
So you wanted me to do?
Yeah.
You've been here
Well, it gave us
so
a
long,
new
you
case
must have crossed
type.
paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better
Sounds
off.
very suspicious.
With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp
The what?
before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
Secret
What
society.
were they hunting?
Boggy.
Wait.
Not
What about
Boggy.
Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home here. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's bog with a gun and start hunting down his main attraction.
Unless... Show her the what do we have to show her?
Either clues or profile.
Show her the hunting photo
Where is it?
beneath the dripping lockpick.
I recognize some of those men. Unfortunately, they've hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes, and one of them after that.
Remington.
Yeah, Remington.
I have nothing good to say about that man, so I won't say anything at all.
What if I... Harper's been there as long as she has, pretty much.
Yeah.
Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
Oh.
No, but... Okay, check out.
Yeah. Have we got our notes again about treehouse? No. Look at the fireplace poker.
The fireplace
Yeah,
poker.
down in the middle. Yeah, look, we found that out about it.
The slime is a mixture of
it's a
sugar,
mixture
green
of-
food colouring, colour.
If you go to the other stuff that has swamp juice on it.
What, you want me to test out all the other things?
Well, look at the headpiece. There's like question marks that we need to...
There's every single... Oh, no!
Can you press the screen? You just have to wait a little while for this. I think it might just be lagging.
I don't know, I don't remember what happened. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry, what are we doing? Okay, so, do every single one?
Yeah.
Okay, because they're grayed out now, aren't they?
Let's see. First thing, then tap the...
It's just annoying that it's exactly the same.
Yes, I don't see what the point of having the third.
And now, we just have to match...
Yeah.
Now I know what that liquid consists of.
And it's the same thing you put in each time, so...
Yeah.
I'll write it down. This was... What's going on here?
At least he said something new that time.
Okay, there's only two
Let's
more. I
see.
thought there was loads more.
First thing we do, then...
Maybe we need to show her everything
And now,
just so
we
it's all
just-
grayed out. I hope we don't have to
Got
do
it.
everyone.
Now I know what that liquid... I'll write it down. That was definitely the same as the other... The swamp slime. Let's see. First thing we do, then tap the phone.
And it'll increase, like, our rank as a detective.
Yeah. We'll be the best detective around.
And now... Got it! Now I know what I'll write it down. It's the exact same liquid again. I have a feeling all this slime is coming from a single source.
So clever.
There's something about that green slime.
Sally's
Sally's
legs.
legs.
Covered in green powder. Covered in the same swamp slime, probably.
Yeah.
That and that is covered in the same swamp slime?
Yeah.
None of them are found at the crime scene.
Yeah, the fireplace poker was.
No, it wasn't. We found that in the office.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
is
crime
that?
scene.
Okay.
The fireplace poker, found at the crime scene, and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
So go back. Let's go to Sally.
Yeah, I guess so.
Left.
Right.
Right.
One more. Down.
Oh, there's also a new thing.
The black leggings you found in your bag this morning. They're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in the swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
The bottom one?
Your black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
The costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up?
Yes.
Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
They're loose and stretched.
You're too fat to wear these. What? Yeah.
They're loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger than me has worn these. They're stretched out, especially at the waist. It's pretty
fatty
obvious.
So, let's see.
It's a
Somebody stole them
processor.
to use in their
Yeah,
body
could be.
costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know
He
all the
sleeps
details.
overnight there, doesn't
It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, my, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can take this one.
Ah! Oh, yes. Oh. That's the best thing.
Bucket of murky water.
Bucket of what?
Murky water.
Ask her about Richard Remington.
So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What? What? Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
Right.
Okay.
Feels like I'm done talking to her.
I'm talking to you,
So-
Sally. Oh, what's her rank? Bona fide bloodhound.
That's a good one. Okay, so
Just Echo and Lady Weybridge there. Guess we'd go talk to Echo.
don't want to talk to her.
Oh, she's annoying.
Ah!
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, and he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was
angry.
exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home. He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes.
Oh, we've already asked some.
You just did. Didn't we?
What?
You just did.
Oh.
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office. It was ripped up, though. I think he was some kind
He
of...
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
Ooh.
Should we go do that straight away?
Yeah. Run down these planks.
Hmm.
I'll ask him what Richard.
You said you knew Remington?
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were friends, he had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets?
Secret
Hobbies?
society?
A secret hobby?
He was a man with a dream. I can tell you that
Dream to
much.
kill Boggy.
One of Mr. Remington's secrets. I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt.
How does he
They
know
consider
that? Just from that
myths
picture?
and legends to be the ultimate prey.
Okay.
Is
Feels
there anything
like
else we
I'm
can show?
talking to him. Oh, is that just because everything's done?
Yeah.
A hunting rifle? I don't know. Photo? The police file.
No.